there, my name is Shannon.
My name is Lexi.
I'm Allie.
And welcome to Schmeeckle Symphony. Well, you know what? Symphony is a really big word. What do you think it means?
Symphony means when a big group of humans or animals come together and make a lot of sounds.
The excitement of hearing croaking frogs and chirping birds is appreciated by the community of woodland creatures and human visitors of Schmeeckle Reserve. Today, we're not only going to be learning about the noises in Schmeeckle Reserve, but we're going to be learning about noises in rural areas, which means not a lot of people live in these areas, so it's a very small amount of people. But we're also going to be talking about urban areas, which is an area that has a lot of people, and these noises are going to change between those two places.
Let's get this started with a story from Allie.
Hi everyone, my name is Allie, and we're going to be reading a story today. The book we're going to be reading is called Frog and Toad Together. So I'll be sure to read the words and then I'll show you the pictures right after. A list. One morning, Toad sat in bed. "I have many things to do," he said. "I will write them down on a list so that I can remember them." Toad wrote on a piece of paper, "A list of things to do today." Then he wrote, "Wake up." "I have done that," said Toad, and he crossed it off. Then Toad wrote other things on the paper. See his list? "There," said Toad. "Now my day is all written down." He got up out of bed and had something to eat. Then Toad crossed off, "Eat breakfast." There he is, eating his little breakfast. Toad took his clothes out of the closet and put them on. Then he crossed off, "Get dressed." Toad put the list in his pocket. He opened the door and walked out into the morning. Soon Toad was at Frog's front door. He took the list from his pocket and crossed out, "Go to Frog's house." There he is. I want to see his bud. Toad knocked at the door. "Hello," said Frog. "Look at my list of things to do," said Toad. "Oh," said Frog, "that is very nice." Toad said, "My list tells me what we will go for a walk next." "All right," said Frog. "I am ready." There they go. Frog and Toad went on a long walk. Then Toad took the list from his pocket again. He crossed out, "Take walk with Frog." Just then, there was a strong wind. It blew the list out of Toad's hand. The list blew high up into the air. "Help!" cried Toad. "My list is blowing away. What will I do without my list?" "Look, there it goes." "Hurry," said Frog. "We will run and catch it." "No!" shouted Toad. "I cannot do that." "Why not?" said Frog. "Because," wailed Toad, "running after my list is not one of the things that I wrote on my list of things to do." Frog sat down and thought about this, changed his mind, and got up and ran after the list. He ran over hills and swamps, but the list blew on and on. At last, Frog came back to Toad. "I am sorry," gasped Frog, "but I cannot catch your list." "Blah," said Toad. "Look at Toad. He's so sad. I cannot remember any of the things that were on my list of things to do. I'll just have to sit here and do nothing," said Toad. Toad sat and did nothing. Frog sat with him. After a long time, Frog said, "Toad, it is getting dark. We should go to sleep now. Go to sleep, shouted Toad. That was the last thing on my list. Toad wrote on the ground with a stick, "Go to sleep," and then he crossed it off. "There," said Toad. "Now my day is all crossed out." "I am glad," said Frog. Then Frog and Toad went right to sleep. And that is the end of a list. I hope you all enjoyed. Next, we're going to pass this on to Shannon to see what kind of fun noises you'll find with her.
Wow, that was an awesome story, Allie, and I am sure itching to get outside, and I'd sure love it if you could join me for a little nature walk in the woods. It's going to be really important that on this walk you keep your ears wide open because nature has a lot of awesome sounds. So let's go discover some of those awesome sounds. I sure love to sing when I walk, and I'd love it if you join me. We're going on a nature adventure, we're going on a nature adventure, we're going on a nature adventure. What do you think we'll hear? We're going on a nature adventure, we're going on a nature adventure, we're going on a nature adventure. What do you think we'll hear? I'm hearing some really awesome noises over here. What do you think those are? When we get closer, I'll pause and we can listen closely. Do you hear that? Those are frogs. They're frogs and they're singing because they are so happy that spring is finally here. Let's look up at the sky now. What can we hear? Can you hear the birds? Can you hear the other people enjoying nature? Can you hear the wind? Wow, what a beautiful day. I love going on walks with my dog. Who do you like to go on walks with? Do you hear the leaves crunching under his paws? Oh, he smells something. What do you smell? Do you hear that? That was a crow. There's another bird. And in the distance, I can hear a different type of frog singing their songs about spring and how happy they are that spring is finally here. There's another bird. What do you think, Fraser? Want to keep walking? Crunching those leaves under your paws? Can you tell the difference between how he sounds compared to how I sound? Whew, we've been walking for a while. I'm sure getting tired. Do you see a bench? I see a bench. How about we take a seat and just sit and listen to the wonderful sounds of nature? More frogs. And birds. Everybody's singing because they're so happy spring is finally here. It was a nice break on the bench, but let's get back to walking and exploring what other sounds nature has. Can you hear Fraser walking? Now he's sniffing. Did you hear that? That was another kind of bird. There are so many birds. There's another one. Wow, there are so many kinds of birds and all of them sound so different. Wow, there was another one. Oh, it looks like Fraser wants to keep on going. There was that bird again. We just heard 3 different kinds of birds. Isn't that awesome? Let's keep walking. Oh my goodness, they are just singing. They are just singing because they're so happy. What a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Wow, what a fun walk we just had. I can't believe all the awesome sounds that we heard in nature, and I really hope you're wanting to go explore what other sounds nature has. What was your favorite sound from today? I really loved hearing the frogs sing. Oh, that just makes me so happy. Well, now it's time for Allie to take us on a different kind of walk, a walk in the city. Now, there might be some sounds that sound different, but there might be some sounds that sound the same. You might hear some birds singing or the wind blowing. So let's see what we can hear from Allie's walk.
Hi everyone, it's Allie again. We're gonna go on an urban walk and we're gonna wait and listen and see what we hear. So we're currently over by a shopping mall. There's a lot of different shops around, but we still have some nature like this tree. And so, did you hear that? That sounded like a car to me. There's a lot of cars near shopping malls. And I currently hear a lot of wind. Do you guys hear that? Maybe you can see it by the way that my hair is blowing right now. How do you guys think that taking a walk near a lot of people is different when you take a walk by yourself in nature? I would say so too. And so also when you're out walking near a lot of people, you might also hear them. You might hear the cars. You will probably hear the wind if it's a very windy day. You'll sometimes hear the leaves rustling, but currently a lot of the trees don't have their leaves on it. So we're not hearing that this time of year, but during other times of year, you will certainly hear the leaves rustling. And so I'm going to pass you on to Lexi so that she can show you how to make a super cool craft.
Hi everyone, my name is Lexi, and today we're going to be making a really fun craft that you can do at home. The items that I'm going to be showing you is a water bottle, a funnel, and some rice. If you don't have these items at home, that is totally alright. You can grab anything else that you have a container, so you can use a jar, a reusable water bottle, or you can use an item and tape each end. Then, if you don't have a funnel at home, you can always use paper to create a funnel. The funnel is just to try to get the item inside the bottle without creating a lot of mess. And if you don't have rice at home, you can always use beads, like beads that you make a bracelet or a necklace out of, or you can use beans, like hard beans. So today, how you're going to be making the rainmaker is you're going to take the cap off and you're going to put the funnel inside the bottle. Then you're going to fill up your bottle with about a little less than half. So I'm going to fill my rice up to about this area. And at home, if you decide this is not enough rice, this is not enough item inside my bottle, you can always add more or you can take less out. So this is an item in the craft you can make your very own, and you can make it however you want. So you can pause your video, grab all of your supplies, and fill up your bottle. Welcome back. So I filled my water bottle up about a little less than halfway, kind of what I mentioned. And if I don't want this much, I can just pour it back out. Make sure you have a cover or something closing this other end because we're going to be shaking this item and you don't want to make a big mess. So the purpose of this rainmaker is to make noise. What we're going to do at the end of this little section of making the craft is we're going to practice our rainmaking skills. But before that, if you want to decorate your outside of your water bottle, you can put tape, or you can color, you can put paper, you can decorate however you want, put streamers. This is a great opportunity to pause the video again, color your craft, and then come back and we're going to practice our rainmaking skills. Now that you're back with your rainmaker all designed, it looks really cool, you got the items inside your water bottle, now it's time to practice your rainmaking skills. So I'm going to show you the first sound, and that is slow rain. You're going to turn your water bottle and slightly tilt it to the side. All right, we're going to go back again and repeat what I'm doing. Great job. All right, we're going to go a little faster. We're going to tilt a little faster. All right, now a big storm came through and it's making a lot of rain. It's going really fast. Job. So, what you can do at home, you can continue practicing your skills. And when a big rain comes in, make sure you bring out your rainmaker to copy the sounds and enjoy the rain and the amazing sounds it can make. It's time to enjoy Shannon's game. So let's go.
Lexi taught us a really fun craft today, and that craft helps us make some really awesome sounds, just like nature has. Nature has some really awesome sounds, and we were able to hear those on our walk today. So now it's time for us to play a fun guessing game, where I'm going to have you guess what animal makes a sound. So I'm going to play a sound, and then I'd like you to guess what of the two pictures I hold up, what animal makes that sound. So let's start with our first sound. What animal do you think that is? That animal is the squirrel. The squirrel makes that sound. Can you try and make that sound for me? That's the best squirrel sound that I can make. All right, now it's time for the next sound. What animal do you think makes this sound? The frog makes that sound. That is actually a spring peeper, and we heard a lot of those on our walk today. Try making that sound with me. Let's move on to our next animal. What animal do you think makes this sound? That is the duck. The duck makes that sound. Try making a quack sound with me. Quack, quack, quack. Let's move on to our next sound. What animal do you think makes this sound? That is the coyote. The coyote makes that sound. So let's try to make the coyote sound. Row, 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 row. Yip, 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 yip. Awesome. And so then we have the woodpecker, and the woodpecker sounds like... Have you ever heard that before? You can hear that in the woods or maybe out in the city as well. So let's try and make a woodpecker sound. Awesome! Well, thank you for playing that fun guessing game with me. And now, Allie is going to tell you a fun game that you can play out in nature, a scavenger hunt that you can do.
Hi friends! I hope you had a great time playing that game with Shannon. I'm going to talk to you about something that you can do with your family or friends right now. And that would be a scavenger hunt. I'm going to show you some cool pictures of things you would be able to find on your scavenger hunt. And these include our 4 senses. I did not put taste on this one, but if there are some things out there that you want to taste and your mom gives you permission, okay. But for this list, we have smells, hearings, sight, or touch. The 3 things on our list for smell are dirt, fruit, or flowers. Some things you can hear outside, which you might have already heard in this video, is wind, birds, or rain. Some things you might be able to see while on your scavenger hunt are squirrels, birds again, or deer. If you're worried that you won't be able to find these things on your scavenger hunt, a good place to look for them would be at Schmeeckle Reserve. And when you're out there, you'll be able to touch some leaves, some rocks, or tree bark. This scavenger hunt will be right below our video. I really encourage you all to go outside and enjoy your scavenger hunt. I'll see you all in a second.
Hi everyone, welcome back. We really hope that you had a lot of fun today throughout our lesson while doing nature walks with Allie and Shannon, and then also some games and some crafts. So we really hope that you learned a lot of new noises, and we hope that you keep your eyes and ears open throughout the changing of seasons.
Schmeeckle is a great place to go discover what sounds nature has because of all the animals that are in the reserve. So please come visit us at Schmeeckle Reserve.
Thank you all for joining us today, and bye!
Bye!